When it comes to specialization, there are certain sectors like you want to be making sure that whatever specialization you are doing, it's kind of how to choose the right specialization for your master's program. Hi, if you're new to my channel, then I've been making a lot of interesting content around studying abroad, around your master's, MBA, how to build a management consulting career, how to actually build a career in public policy. Why am I able to make a lot of these careers? Because I'm someone who has studied abroad, who has worked in management consulting twice in my life, who has worked in public policy twice in my life. So feel free to hit on the subscribe button so that you get notified every time I'm making out these niche videos for all of you and you get to learn along with me. So in this video, I'm going to be dividing this video into 4 sections. The first section is about why specialization really matter, why should you even care about it, and the last section is about the need for a return on investment. So when it comes to specialization, you could be actually preparing for an MPP degree or you could be preparing for an MBA. In case you are confused about MBA versus MPP, you can check out the video screenshot here and you can certainly check that out on my channel as well. But what you'll realize is there are certain niche skills that you will be able to acquire when you are going to be specializing. You could be specializing in technology, you could be specializing in public policy. In fact, I'm someone who specialized in strategy and public policy both when it came to my MBA. You could be specializing in finance. When it comes to specialization, there are certain sectors like data science or like ESG, which are having high demand these days, or you want to be making sure that whatever specialization you are doing, it's kind of talking to that kind of job that you eventually want to take that as well. And hence specialization becomes extremely pertinent question for you to start thinking about if you're already thinking about your MBA or your master's. So that's the first section. The second section is about you, about your career goals. Are you someone who wants to actually work in big tech even after your MBA? Are you someone who is interested to work at the intersection of social impact and public policy and business profitability? Or are you someone who is actually interested to work pure plain public policy? So what are your career goals? These are questions that you really need to think about yourself. And if you haven't found the answer, I would say that do a lot of internships and most importantly, just spend time with yourself. So for example, in my early 20s, very quickly I realized that I'm someone who likes to work for the larger good of the society. Even on bad days, it gives me the motivation to wake up and actually get going. At the same time, you would also want to know your strengths. Are you good with data analytics? Are you good with problem solving? Are you good with big picture thinking? Are you good with just talking to people? So combining your career goals with your strength could once again help you really think about your specialization. With that, we move towards the school type and the school strength. So for example, Wharton is a finance school. Howard Kennedy is a public policy school. Kellogg is a marketing school. So do know that schools certain have a specialization and certain strengths. So for example, GJ is a pre-MBA and an alt-MBA. We are largely a management consulting school. Can we help people get into finance? Of course, there are people who have gotten into finance as well. But is that our specialization or are we famous for that? No, in that case. And once again, you should research the alumni. If you're joining, let's say, Oxford Science, in that case, go and check Indians who have studied at Oxford Science, what kind of jobs have they taken? Or if you're interested in, let's say, TUC, or if you're, let's say, interested in Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. By the way, at Global Governance Initiative, we have formal collaboration with the Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. Also at GGI, fellows and scholars have a strategic advantage when they're applying to Fletcher School of Law and Diplomacy. So you see, you need to actually research their curriculum. You need to research what is one school really famous for, and you need to also research their alumni. So that's the third section. The last section is return on investment. I would generally say that the return on investment will be based upon how much is your specialization really up in the market. Let's say you're specializing in artificial intelligence. Let's say you're specializing in ESG. These are upcoming segments, which means that the probability of you getting a good job will also become higher. So ideally, I always say that your career should be at the intersection of good demand and how much supply is there in the market. So that's officially the wrap up of this video. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to, of course, share this video with your friends who are at a beginner stage of learning about their career, their masters, and of course specialization. I look forward to seeing you very much soon. Ciao.